don't do this. Have you ever been to an amazing location where there's an amazing light and your photos are not colorful? They're kind of boring, they're kind of neutral, they're kind of gray. Have you ever dreamed to get very colorful photos? You know, photos that you see in galleries which are amazing, that have incredible colors. Well, you are at the right place. Don't change this video. Stay on this video. I love colorful photos. It's the one thing I love the most about cityscape or landscape. We are here in French Riviera, and I'm going to show you some cool techniques to get very colorful photos. Things that will completely change your life, especially if you watch till the end. The last trick is absolutely mind-blowing. So come and join me on the French Riviera, mesdames et messieurs, and let's take some very colorful photos together. I teach something called the natural drama. What is the natural drama? It's the ability to push the drama to the max of human experience. You don't want your photos to be over-retouched, you don't want your photos to be under-retouched, and this is, first it starts how you take the photos, which is what we're going to cover today. Bonjour mesdames et messieurs, my name is Serge Ramelli. I am a French photographer from the amazing, the incredible city of Paris, France. And my work is in 120 galleries around the world. I've published 7 coffee table books, soon number 8 with London, and I love sharing all my secrets. All right, first, don't do this. I'm going to give you a couple of things not to do. Number 1 is don't overexpose your photo. You see we got a beautiful sky behind us, and if we underexpose the photo, then we can get amazing light. Let me show you the difference. This photo is slightly overexposed. I want to get all the details like crazy sky. So by exposing for the highlights, by exposing for the sky and making your foreground a bit darker, you're going to get this versus that is overexposed. That is the number 1 thing. The other trick to get colorful photos is you got to follow the light. Meaning, look at this beautiful cloud coming down. There was a lot of pink colors earlier, and I got this shot because I followed the light. But if I don't follow the light, you know, and I ignore the light, then I can get a shot like this. I remember when I was in Paris, I would look up and always look at the sky first. First, I find the light, then I would find the subject. Because when you're in Paris, there's 1,000 things which are beautiful. But I always try to find like a nice cloud or a nice pink color and then find the subject. So first you find the light, then you find the subject. So I really love the light here and I love the subject. The photo is going to be amazing. Let's carry on. Sunrise is about to happen here. It's going to get very colorful, and let's take some amazing colorful photos. Follow me. I love frame in the frame. The beautiful frame in the frame, the sun is rising. So it's kind of cool to get like a rising sun. So I really expose, I really make it darker, but not too dark because I still want to get the details on the whole city. And right now, there's so much light, you don't even need a tripod. So I shot this one. I was at 100 ISO, 5.6 and 200 of a second. I could have been at like 100 ISO f8 and 150 of a second, but you know, same result. And then using my natural drama preset, bam, we're gonna get this photo, which you can download the preset for free. Now, why am I giving the preset for free? Well, you know, I'm doing this book on London, and these are the presets that I'm using on the book. And I'm giving them for free because I want to give you value, hoping that one day I might be able to coach you, or you come to one of my workshops, or in a moment of generosity, you buy one of my training to really understand retouching, Lightroom, Photoshop, Luminar. Anyways, for now, I just want to give you this preset, try them. I also got a 6-day challenge where I teach you 80% of retouching completely for free, 1 video a day for 6 days. It's going to change your life. Check it out, the link is under this video. I usually never take photos of a harbor because there's just too many boats. But if you can frame the photo where you just get like 1 boat, or like in this case 3 boats with a reflection like this photo, and with the preset you get that, why not? It's pretty cool. Not sure that's going to work because it's very confusing. I love framing the frame, but there's a lot of things going on this one. One trick that I find amazing is when you have a beautiful subject like this statue, which is amazing, and then the sunrise is a little bit on the right, what you can do is take 2 photos to go catch the sunrise and then make it into a panel, like I show you here. One of the tricks of composition is thinking, what is the story I want to tell? What can I take out that doesn't contribute to the story? For example, in this photo of this statue here, you see we have too much of the wall. There's too many things going on. There's like a big black thing of rocks in the back. I think that it's a bit more pleasing if I take that out and I zoom in a bit more just to get the statue and the horizon. I might even erase the boats, but don't tell anybody. But again, what can you put in that helps tell your story? What can you take out that does not help to tell your story? very key composition point, and always exposing for the highlights if you want colorful photos. Then with the natural drama preset, you get this. Bam! Presets are under this video.
Je vais aller par là-bas. Normalement, il y a un rocher ou il y a un arbre sur le rocher.
Okay, here is one trick when you have like a boring sunset. Tonight, there's no clouds. We just have a bit of pink in the sky, but it's kind of boring. So what I do, I'm going to show you. I'm going to take an amazing long exposure of this thing. This is probably going to be one of my best photos in 15 years. So first, I use a tripod. Okay, I'm going to put it here. I put my camera on the tripod. I take, and always when you're at the beach, have this. I remember once in Los Angeles, in Palo Verdes, I did not have this. My camera felt, and I lost like $4,000. So always have this as a backup. This is an ND10 that I'm gonna put, and this has to be one of the nicest views I've seen in 15 years. Unfortunately, the sunset is not great, but check it out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my screen like this, put it behind, and I have an ND10, so there's not much light coming in, so I'm gonna put my camera at 100 ISO. Then I'm gonna go to like f5.6, and then I'm gonna go to 30 seconds. I've done some tests like 2 minutes, it doesn't get better. 30 seconds is good enough for what I wanna do. And then I'm gonna take 2 photos, but I want them slightly underexposed, because what happens is that the colors gets darker, okay? So you wanna get the best possible raw file. And you can always open the shadow in Lightroom and get everything back. So now I'm taking one photo for the bottom, okay? And I'm gonna take another photo for the top, and it's gonna be crazy. So I have to wait 30 seconds. So once you have the photo, first thing is press play, zoom in at 100% and make sure it's tag sharp. Because at 30 seconds, you don't know what's happening. Maybe something moves, and then I'm not coming back here anytime soon. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely perfect. Let's see if it's sharp. It's sharp. Okay. Can we please call National Geographic? I got the cover. Stop the price. I got the cover. It's incredible. I absolutely love it. The stable data is digital sensor are more sensitive to darkness than to brightness. So you always expose for the bright skies. And the sky, if you overexpose it just a little bit, all that pink goes away like this. I want to get the pink. And so, but when I open the shadow in Lightroom, you will see, there'll be no noise whatsoever. Thanks to the amazing Sony. Okay, before I show you the retouching, I just want to say I have a coaching program and I would love to review your work. There is a link where you can book a call with me and my team. It's getting very popular, so we have very little seats, so make sure you don't wait. I'd love to see your work. I'd love to see where you are as a photographer and see if we can do some coaching together so I can get you where you want to be and get you an award-winning photographer. Like JT, for example, who got 38 international awards after the coaching, or Sherry King, 12 magazine cover, or Clifton Haley, over $50,000 in sales on Etsy. So let's see if you qualified. I cannot take everybody, but you can fill in a quick survey. The link is under this video. Okay, so let me show you. So before we do this one, let's do this one. So I only work with my preset. The presets, to install them, you just download them. You go File, Import, Download, Profile, and Preset. The link is under this video. And you're gonna get black and white master and AI landscape master. You just select both and click import. I've already done it. And let's go to the AI color preset. Look at this, sunset. One click on sunset. Then you have to do 3 things when you use a preset. First, you hold on the option key if you're on a Mac, or the Alt key if you're on Windows, and boom. You set your black point and you're gonna reveal the photo with the whites. Okay, so it's already pretty good. There is some dust there. Now there's a new feature which I love. It doesn't work every time. But if you go to the erase, the 3rd tab, and you go to dust, boom, boom, you click on apply, and it's gonna analyze the photo using AI and take out the dust. This is so good. Then if you're using a preset, you have to go to this section here and find where the sun is. This is the sun, here comes the sun, and put it where the sun should be. You can move it around. You can move it around to however you like. The sun was there, so I just want a bit, it just makes the sun glow. And look at that. I love how I got that leading line here from the top. And, you know, it just takes a few click. And when you like a retouching, you can press previews, and it's going to copy the preset that you just did on the photo you just retouched on this one. And boom, I'm done. Everything has been done already, which is kind of cool. On this one, I think I'm going to make it a bit more magenta. but because I took it right away, I think I prefer this one. Okay, so I want to show you one of my favorite photo of the year, and this is 30-second exposure, 3.5. So on this one, I'm going to apply the sunset preset as a starting point, and it's going to look like nothing happened, but it's not true, because once you do the black and the white, so check out your black point. See, it's way too strong, and then you do the white, and the photo is going to reveal itself. Isn't that crazy? And I love the long exposure effect. On this one, I think it's too blue, so I'm going to take some blue out and add back the magenta. And look at that. It's pretty sharp. I want to make this rock a bit darker. So, you can always touch up on this. So I'm going to go here, take a brush, make sure the brush flow in densities in the 70s. I was born in 1970. It's a good year. And then feather all the way to 100. And then I'm going to brush here on these rocks. And I'm going to make them a bit darker. They attract. You see, the eyes goes to the brightest part of the photo. I want people to look at the moon. I want people to look at the rock, not this rocks here on the side. So I'm just going to make this a bit darker. And then I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go here and take another brush. And this time, I'm going to add exposure. And I want to make the mist of the long exposure even more visible. Maybe that's a bit too much, because the water was so incredible at 30 seconds. I'll tell you, this was so hard to find. If you want to find this place, if you go to the French Riviera, you have to go to Eze Beach, E-Z-E Beach. And when you get to the beach, you just walk a little bit until you see that tree. I've been doing photos in the French Riviera for 15 years, and I never, apart from the lavender field, never was so happy. This one is amazing. I think on this one, I want to add a bit more magenta around the sun. So I'm going to take my sun preset here. You see, that's the sun preset. I think I want to make it much bigger, and maybe not so much exposure, but more yellow and more magenta. I'm overdoing it for now. I'm doing it too much, but you see right now it's over the photo. So there's a trick. Are you ready? I'm going to put this behind the tree. You heard this right. I'm going to put that circle behind the tree. And for this, I'm on this sun thing. I'm going to do 3 dots, intersect mask with sky. 3 dots, intersect mask with sky. 3 dots, intersect mask. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, boom. The circle is going to go behind the tree, behind the rock. Check this out. And that's the power of AI. And look at this. It's interactive. You can move it around, and it's behind the rock. And I can make it big. I can make it small. And look at the difference before the dodge and burning, after the dodge and burning. What a difference. What a photo. I mean, this has to be one of my favorite photos this year. I'd love to see your work. Book a call with me and my team, and at least get the preset and try them on your photo. Now, I have this crazy video I did on how to get extremely sharp photo with a very long lens in Los Angeles. Check out it, starting right now.